Channel. Today is September 11th. Hope you all had a great weekend. Today we got Monday Night Football and a full slate of MLB. WNBA playoffs start midweek. So let's start off with MLB, and we're gonna go with pitching outs, and we're gonna go straight with Dean Kremer at 16.5. He is going against the Cardinals. I think he's gonna pitch 6 innings, so that gives us at 18. That's 16.5 unit. If he goes at full 5 2/3, he cashes. So we're taking the more. You can also look at his pitcher strikeouts. I believe it's still at 5. That's fine. You do have push equity, but I like his pitching outs to go over. Next up I have is pitcher fantasy score, and we're gonna go with Jose Quintana at 26. I think it's too low. He does have a good tough matchup against the Diamondbacks, but I think he's gonna go over 30. I mean, he's basically the best pitcher from the Mets right now. He's been pitching pretty good lately, as you can see in past couple of starts. He's had two tough matchups against the Braves. Obviously, they got him to the second time in the order, but you can see he did 31 against Atlanta, and Atlanta's probably the best offense in the National League. So I see him going over 26 against Arizona. Arizona's been falling in the standings and falling out of the playoff picture, but they're still there. Next up I'm going with is hits allowed, and I'm going to go with the Guardians rookie, Gavin Williams. His line is too low at 4. Usually he's at 5. He is going against the Giants. The Giants are surging in the wild cards. I think they'll get more than 4 hits against the rookie. Next up I have is a pitcher strikeout combo prop, and I really like this one. I think this is going to get bumped to 13. It's at 12.5 right now. Jesus Luzardo and Brandon Woodruff. I mean, both pitchers have a ceiling of up to 10 strikeouts a game, and to get it at 12.5, I mean, it's good value. I definitely think this is going to get bumped to 13, if not to 13.5. Hopefully you guys get it. I think Brandon Woodruff's probably going to have 8-9 strikeouts. Luzardo usually averages between 5 and 7 strikeouts, and Milwaukee is prone to the strikeout, so I like this prop a lot. It's probably my favorite on this slate right here. And my last one is Clark Smith from the New York Yankees going against the Red Sox. Last time he faced the Red Sox, he had 8 strikeouts. His strikeouts have been trending up past couple of starts, and at 4.5 it's good value. If it's at 5, if you're looking at push equity, I would probably fade it. But I think he's going to have 5 or 6 strikeouts for this game. So I have it going over. Those are the 5 I'm going for MLB. Dean Kremer over pitching outs, Quintana over fantasy score, Gavin Williams over hits allowed, combo pitcher strikeout route, Luzardo Woodruff over, and Clark Smith over strikeouts. NFL Monday, we got the Buffalo Bills against the Jets, and I'm gonna go straight to fantasy score, and I'm gonna take Josh Allen at 20.5. Last season he averaged about 25. I think it's gonna be a good game, a close game. So I have him going 20.5. Have him going over. As you can see, he usually smashes this line. He does average about 25. I know it was last season, but Josh Allen's the stud. I think it's going to be a great game against Aaron Rodgers. Next up, I'm going to go with is receptions. And I'm going to go with Gabriel Davis at 3. I think it's too low. I think it might get bumped to 3.5 closer to game time. We do have push equity. I think he's going to have 5 receptions for this game. He's going to be one of the main targets for Josh Allen. Next up is rushing yards, and I'm focusing more on the rushing yards, at least for this game, just for the fact that it's going to be wet conditions. I believe it's raining, or it's going to rain in the forecast. So first one I have is Aaron Rodgers. I think this is a steal line at 3.5. So I have him going over. He's not much of a runner, but I think he's probably going to break free for a couple yards here and there. But to get it at 3.5, I think it's too good to pass up. Might be a trap line, but I like it at 3.5. I think he's going to try to come out and show off for his new team. I think he'll probably get 10 rushing yards, to be honest with you. So I'm taking that. Next up is For rushing yards, I'm going to take Damian Harris at 24.5. I think this game is going to be a running game. I think most people are focused on the passing game with Allen against Rodgers. But given the conditions, I think a running game is going to be overlooked. And I think Damian Harris can go over 24.5. I think it's too low. So I have him going over. And my next one for rushing yards is Dalvin Cook from the Jets at 46.5. I think he's going to have a breakout game at 80, maybe 90 yards. But like I said, given the conditions, I think the running backs are going to be in use a lot in this game. So those are the 5 for NFL I'm going with. First game, obviously first game on Monday. First week is unpredictable. As you can see, we had a couple upsets yesterday. But those are the 5. Josh Allen over fantasy score. You can also look into his passing yards. But like I said, given the conditions, I'm taking his fantasy score. Gabriel Davis over receptions. Aaron Rodgers over rushing yards. Damian Harris over rushing yards. And Dalvin Cook over rushing yards. So mix and match. Pick your favorites. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate the support. And I'll see you guys in the next one.